break it all down and throw out to our reporters in New York and Chicago to give you the most up-to-date looks at the future of the NBA.
Welcome to Sox Fest. Allie here outside the Hilton Chicago, where Sox fans are waiting inside for the chance to meet some of their favorite franchise stars. Check it out.
Guarantee I can come in and get 3 outs in the 9th inning.
Joe Madden, I hope you heard that. Back to you.
The last time Houston had a Super Bowl was back in 2004, and if you remember correctly, there might have been a couple wardrobe malfunctions between Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson. Let's hope that nothing like that happens tonight.
I'm Allie Berger, and welcome to a little segment I like to call the drive-thru.
I heard that Jon Snow is supposed to start tomorrow for the Falcons, but he doesn't really get along that well with other players in the locker room. Do you think that will affect on-field chemistry?
Yes, I feel like chemistry is everything.
NBA Twitter is the best Twitter, and my feed's been blowing up all week about the starting lineups for the All-Star game. Jimmy Butler made the Eastern Conference starting lineup, and Boogie Cousins just missed the cut in the West. But that won't matter tonight when both teams face off here on this floor in the United Center at 8 p.m.
So if you scored a touchdown right now, what would be your dance? All right. Regardless of how long construction plans have been in place, the Cubs World Series win this past fall has definitely affected the local housing market, like on windy Sheffield behind me. I spoke with a real estate agent in the area earlier this morning who told me that housing prices are up while inventory is down.
Thanks, Rosie. I'm standing here outside NRG Stadium behind me, where you can see that fans are starting to line up. And in about an hour or so, this whole area will be packed. Patriots and Falcons fans together here. But it's kind of surprising, I think, for some of the Falcons fans, considering that out of all of the NFL and ESPN.com writers, not a single one picked the Falcons to be here in Houston this weekend in the preseason.
Evan Turner is showing love to where he came from.
Back home in Chicago, there's a lot of talent, a lot of guys that can, dribble the ball, can play basketball, and that sometimes gets overlooked, or sometimes didn't really have the same opportunities that I had.
Now they do, and his mom couldn't be any more proud.
For my son to come back to the very place that I volunteered at and to see these young people and give back is overwhelming, absolutely overwhelming. It just warms my heart. It really does.
About 250 players and 150 coaches from across the country showed up here at Orr Academy High School on the west side of Chicago today, just a few blocks from where Evan Turner and his family grew up, and his older brother played on the basketball team about a decade ago. The Evan Turner Prospect Showcase is an annual event on the west side of Chicago.
Hey, Sean, get a hand up, baby.
Turner fully funds the day-long showcase. 250 high school and junior college players are invited to compete in front of college scouts and coaches from all over the country. Chicago basketball guru Daniel Poneman started the event 7 years ago and has been working with Turner for the last 2 to grow the showcase.
For a lot of these kids, this is really their only chance to get out. There are kids that came in here today not knowing what they were going to do in the fall, and now they know I'm going to have a free scholarship.
Poneman says that about 70% of the players end up with scholarship offers. Joe Rusevich is one of the players who left the showcase this year with an opportunity.
It's incredible to see the dream come to fruition is a great feeling, and for coaches to be able to see me and others play in person was what allowed me to get a scholarship today.
The event has become such a success, it's drawing attention from other big names in the basketball community, including the Bulls' Michael Carter-Williams.
Seeing this whole thing go down means a lot. Tons of kids go to college, each year from this, and it's truly amazing. And I'm glad, myself, Evan, and Lee are part of it.
The showcase gives kids the opportunity to go to college, but Poneman hopes that one day those players will come and give back to the community.
That's what our community really needs, is people who don't see basketball as a way out, but a way back. And it's really cool when I see a kid get an offer and go to school, and that's great, but it's especially cool if I can help 100 kids and those 100 kids can each help 100 more, and now we're really helping, we're really onto something there.
The event team hopes to expand their efforts to other communities around the country in the future as well.
We just need more people to get behind this and follow Evan's lead. Evan's a special person. It took a special type of person to have that foresight to want to do this, and now we need more people who are just like Evan to want to follow his lead.
For now, the cycle of change through basketball will continue in Chicago.
For CSN Chicago, I'm Allie Berger. Corian Russian has a big basketball decision to make. He has multiple Division I offers to play college basketball next year.
It's big. I expected this, so it's not as big as everyone try to make it is towards me, but I'm happy.
He is one of the top-ranked seniors in the city this year, but didn't even play basketball his freshman year. He got 2 C's, and his mom had him sit out for the season.
I just really wanted him to make sure that his grades stayed up, and that's what I wanted him to focus on.
Russian attends Westinghouse High School here on the west side, which hasn't been known as a basketball powerhouse for quite some time. Though he received offers to play other places throughout the city to hopefully get better looks from colleges, he'd made a promise to his best friend that they would change the program here together.
Russian and Jock Fields have been inseparable since Corian was 11 and Jock was 10.
I mean, I feel like that's my blood brother. I mean, everything we do is together. It's been together since I met him.
Both boys' parents went to Westinghouse, inspiring them to play there together.
Since we was around the Westhouse area, and Westhouse was closed then when we talk about it, but we was like, if Westhouse opened back up, we wanted to get Westhouse back to how it used to be. I mean, we're not there yet, but I mean, we still got them back on the map.
The team won state regionals this year for the first time since the school reopened in 2009.
That kind of put the buzz back in the city that, you know, Westinghouse is back on the map to compete on the high level in the city of Chicago in basketball.
The program will continue to grow, and so will Russian, no matter where he goes next year.
I just want to be able to be the best, learn, grow as a man, just be a better person, that's all.
On the west side, for Medill Reports, Allie Berger.
Well, we'll have to look out for all of those names tonight and where they end up. Thanks, Katie. We'll come back to New York later in the show as we get closer to the first pick. Still much to be discussed about big names in big cities. We'll talk Bulls and Knicks, options for tonight after the break. My first guest is Lester Munson. Lester is a writer and reporter at ESPN and ESPN.com, as well as a lawyer. He has spent over 2 decades reporting on sexual assault cases, court decisions, and government actions in the sports industry. Lester, thank you for being here with me today.
I'm happy to be here, Allie. Thank you.
So let's rewind a little bit for the viewers to understand what the structure has been of recent. What was done under the Obama administration to change the reporting and handling of sexual assault cases on college campuses?
In the year 2011, the Obama administration issued what is known as a Dear Colleague letter.